Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Today I want to talk about how to create demand for seminars. So I recently had a friend of mine. He's contacted me. So I just thought it was a great question. I'm gonna share with you guys, but maybe it'll help some other people out there too. So just a little background. He's a brown belt. He's gonna get his black belt pretty soon, and he was wondering like how could he market himself to get his name out there and just to get seminars because once you get brown black belt, that's when the real opportunities open up for teaching and to do seminars. um, but with him, he didn't really compete a lot because he was in the military. So I'm just going to talk generally how you could create that demand for seminars, but also I'll kind of touch on his situation too. So the best way to get seminars, to do seminars, is probably by competing. You know, when you compete and when you if you do well or when you do well, um, you're just gonna be there's just gonna be so much hype around you. You know, if you win a major tournament like say Pans or Worlds or something, people are gonna know who you are. The major jiu-jitsu news organizations like Flow Grappling and maybe like Gracie Mag or the IBJJF will they'll tell people about you. Just with your results. So that's probably the best way. Um, a lot of people got their start, just winning tournament after tournament after tournament, and eventually, they built a following around themselves. And I see this a lot now, especially with like lower belt competitors. They slowly start building that following. So when they hit that major tournament and they win, boom, it's like they explode. But it never really happens overnight. It seems like it does, but it doesn't. So competing probably going to be the fastest way to grow your just that demand for you. When you compete, I'm gonna link an article that I wrote about networking. Maybe another article. So I've written a few articles about like how to compete and like how to grow your just name out there. So when you're competing, it's also important like your style. Your style of jiu-jitsu is really important. If you have like an old school style, you're probably not going to be as popular as someone that does like a berimbolo style or maybe like a spider guard style because that's kind of I don't want to say the flavor of the month, but that's kind of what a lot of people are interested in. A lot of academies are interested in those styles and or in those techniques, so they're going to be more likely to bring someone that's skilled in that style and someone that does that style in competitions versus an old school pressure passer. Um, so competing is really important, and of course doing well. You don't have to win the major tournaments to get your name out there, but if you can place in those tournaments, that's very beneficial. Um, my next thing, I think social media. So now social media is really big. So you can technically bypass a lot of the competitions if you have your social media game really tight. You'll see some guys they do like funny videos or they do like technique videos or they do they have some type of niche that they're good at. And when you build your social media, you're gonna have more people talking about you, more people contacting you, and that's a great way to reach out to academies and academy owners. So like your social media, if you're on your social media, you can really do a lot of things. It's kind of weird. Back in the day, we didn't really have that social media. I remember like when I started competing, like YouTube was new and Facebook was new, so we didn't really that wasn't really important, for us back in the day. It was like, hey, I got a picture in Gracie Mag, yeah, that was like a big accomplishment. Um, and you'll see like a lot of the biggest social media names or the people that have the biggest social media followings in jiu-jitsu, those are the competitors. So they kind of go hand in hand, although there are some social media figures that don't really compete really well, but they're well known. They have like, DVDs and blogs and stuff. So that's probably going to be a good route, especially like for my friend who hasn't competed that much at the lower belts. So instead of like trying to telling him that, hey, all right, now you're going to spend 5 years competing to build your name, it might be better for him to find like a niche within his something he's good at and use social media to kind of promote himself. And I'm going to talk about one more thing. This is probably the most important thing, and it's something I use a lot, and it's probably the best way. Better than competitions, better than social media, and this is networking. So a lot of times when you go to those tournaments or seminars, that's the best time to network. Meet the people that own the schools, the academy owners. Meet the people that that have pull somewhere, or students that are higher ranked that can put in a good word for you. So just by networking, you're gonna open a lot of doors. Show people that not only are you skilled technically, but that you can interact with people and really um, you can really sell yourself to people. That's something I see a lot of people lack. They believe a lot. I see a lot of guys. They think that, hey, I won this tournament and this tournament and that tournament. They think people want to just have them at their school because they won these tournaments. But a lot of it's your personality. So networking, you have to be able to interact with people and socialize with people, and they kind of have to like you a little bit before they'll invite you to their academy. So networking is something I try to do when I go to major tournaments. I'll go talk to my friends that own schools. I'll talk to my friends that are opening schools. I try to talk to everybody because you never know when an opportunity will arise, or maybe an academy somewhere might need a black belt instructor. And maybe you might know someone, or I know someone. So I think networking is going to be very key. And when you network, you want to try to network with everybody, but specifically if you're looking for seminars, network with the people that own the schools. That's going to be the best way to go about um, doing that. The people that own the schools, because they're in charge. They decide who they bring to their school, and what they pay the person, and all these other things. So um, that's pretty much it. If you're starting out, you're not going to get any seminars if you're like a blue or purple, really. So just focus on competing, do your social media, and network. If you do those three things, you can make it, guys. I hope this video helps you. Like always, please subscribe. Please check out my Instagram. I'm trying to grow that to, I think, 1,000. I'm like at 800 something. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. Of course, YouTube, trying to grow that to 500 subscribers, slow and steady. And my Facebook, almost to 500. So, guys, please check out my social media, and please like this video. Until next time, ciao.